I turned 30 and threw myself a birthday party. I didn't expect much, just a small celebration with family, a few drinks, some laughs. I rented a cozy lounge, got a cake, and sent out invites. Nobody came. I kept checking my phone as the hours passed. Nothing. By 9 p.m., I knew no one was showing up. The bartender gave me a sad smile and offered me a drink on the house. I thanked him, cut myself a slice of cake, and sat there alone while others glanced at me with pity. By 10 o'clock, I packed up the cake, left a tip, and walked home, replaying every message I'd sent. Had I done something wrong? A week later, I got a group message from my mom while I was working. It read, "Hey everyone, your dad's 50th birthday is coming up. We're celebrating at Lakeside Resort. It'll be amazing. Cost is $1,800 per person. Venmo me by Friday. Love you." No mention of my birthday. No apology. Just a bill. My sister replied right away, "Sent." So excited. Dad will love it. Then my brother, "Same here." Something inside me snapped. They hadn't even wished me a happy birthday, but now they expected money for Dad's party? I didn't say anything. I just sent Mom $1 with a note, "Congratulations." Then I changed my locks, blocked all their numbers, and finally felt some peace. 2 days later, I got a bank alert, someone tried to access the joint account. I laughed. Of course. I logged in, closed it, and moved the money to a new account. My sister tried calling from a different number. I didn't answer. That night, someone knocked on my door, hard. I checked the peephole, 2 police officers. "Are you Tim Blake?" one asked. "Yes, but I'm not missing." They said my family had reported me missing because they couldn't reach me. I told them the truth, I blocked them because they kept trying to take my money. "Would you consider calling them, just to clear this up?" one asked. "No. If they keep bothering me, I'll file a restraining order." They nodded and left. But as they were walking away, one officer turned and said, "Just be prepared. When people feel shut out, they sometimes take things further." I stood there, heart pounding. This wasn't over. For a couple of days, everything was quiet. Then the messages started, calls from unknown numbers, texts from Mom and Dad. One read, "How could you do this to us? Your father is devastated." I ignored it. Then came another knock. I looked out, Mom. Her face was cold and angry. I opened the door just a little. "Go home." "Oh, now you're hiding?" she said sharply. "Your father is a wreck. He thinks you've lost your mind." "I haven't," I said. "I've just stopped being your ATM. We're your family," she snapped, trying to push the door open. "You don't turn your back on family." I didn't turn my back. I just stopped paying for everything. Her eyes narrowed. "So this is about money?" I laughed. "You mean the same money you've been asking for nonstop? You couldn't even send a text on my birthday, but you had no problem asking for nearly $2,000 for Dad's party?" "That was different," she said. "Your father deserves a big celebration." "Really? What's he ever done for me? Ignore me? Shut me down when I tried to share good news? Let you spend my money without a second thought?" "Watch your mouth," she hissed. "You're not too old for me to." "To what? Guilt me? Manipulate me? That doesn't work anymore." Just then, Dad pulled up in his car and got out. "Tim," he said in a serious tone, "what are you doing? Why are you acting like this? I'm finally tired of being used." "You're making it all about money," he snapped. "Family is about sacrifice and support." "No," I said. "Family is about respect. And you've never shown me any." Mom scoffed. "We've done everything for you, and this is how you repay us? Everything for me? Like letting me pay your mortgage? Your vacations? Jessica's wedding? Ethan's college? And then ignoring my birthday?" Dad sneered. "You're 30. Grow up." "Yeah," I said. "Grow up and keep paying your bills." "Not anymore," I said. Dad stepped closer, lowering his voice. "We raised you, fed you, paid for your school. You owe us." "I don't owe you anything," I said sharply. "Not money. Not time. Nothing." Mom's voice broke. "You're tearing this family apart." "No," I said. "I'm just not letting you tear me apart anymore." Suddenly, a car pulled up. My sister Jessica jumped out, furious. "Are you happy now? Mom's been crying all day. Dad's blood pressure is through the roof." "Save it, Jessica," I said. "This is what you all do. The second I stop giving, you act like victims. You're the selfish ones. You always think you're better than us," she snapped. "No," I said. "I just finally realized I deserve better." "Fine. Be alone then," she yelled, turning back to our parents. "Let's go. Let him rot." But before getting into the car, Mom looked back, eyes full of anger. "You'll regret this, Tim. One day you'll come begging us for forgiveness." I smiled. "Don't hold your breath." They drove off, tires screeching. The silence after felt clean, like the air after a storm. I leaned against the door, my heart still racing. Then my phone buzzed. Unauthorized login attempt on your bank account. Another buzz. Password reset request received. They were trying to get into my accounts. I didn't wait. I opened my banking app, checked every account, locked them all, turned on extra security. Then I called the bank. This is Tim Blake. I want to block any joint accounts with my family. Are you sure? That will cut off their access completely. That's the point, I said. Next, I called the mortgage company. I was still a co-signer on the house my parents lived in. I want to freeze changes on the mortgage under my name. This may stop the account holder from making payments. Good. Another call came in, an unknown number. I ignored it. Then the text came. Tim, what are you doing? You're going to ruin everything. Mom, you don't know what you've started. Jessica. I ignored them all. They wanted drama. I'd give them war. Then an email from my lawyer. Tim, your family tried to remortgage the house without your consent. I stopped it. But they might try again. My jaw clenched. They were trying to take the house behind my back. Another call. I picked up this time. Tim, it's Dad, he said, voice calm but fake. Make it quick. Why are you doing this? Your mother's crying. We're your family. No. I was your bank account. That ends now. You're hurting everyone. I'm protecting myself. I know you tried to remortgage the house. A long silence. We were just trying to fix things. No, you're trying to grab what you can before it's too late. You're a burden. I hung up. My hands shook, not from fear, but anger. They still thought they could take and take without consequences. I called my lawyer. John, I want to sell my share of the house. Fast. That will force them to buy you out or sell the house. Exactly. An hour later, he sent the paperwork. The message was clear, pay me or lose the house. Another text. You really want to do this, Tim? Jessica, you're going to destroy everything. Mom's been crying all day. I replied. I'm not destroying anything. I'm just taking back what's mine. Then silence. For about an hour. New message. Fine. You want a war? You got it. I laughed. They had no idea how ready I was. I opened my email and started a message to my lawyer. Subject, financial audit request. Body, hi John. Please prepare a full report of all the money I've spent on my family over the last 5 years, mortgage, loans, wedding costs, tuition, everything. I want dates, amounts, and proof. Thanks. Tim. They wanted to see what I'd done for them? Fine. I'd show them. Then I started gathering proof, texts, emails, bank statements, anything showing how much they used me. A loud knock at the door. I looked through the peephole, Jessica and Dad, angry. Tim, open this door. Dad shouted. Get out of here, I yelled back. We need to talk, Jessica screamed. You can't do this. I already did. You think you can ruin us and walk away? Dad banged on the door. You think you're so smart? I'm smarter than you thought. Now get off my property or I'm calling the cops. Silence. Then Jessica said in a low voice. You'll see what happens next. They stormed off. I watched them argue in the parking lot. Another text came in. This won't end well for anyone. I smiled. They thought they were tough. But they didn't know I was done playing nice. For the first time in years, I felt free, no phone calls, no guilt trips, no begging. Just peace. I went back to work. I started going to the gym. Reached out to friends who actually cared. But it didn't last long. An email from my lawyer came in. My share of the house had been sold, but there was a problem. The house still had a big mortgage. They couldn't sell without my signature, so they tried to sneak around me. I blocked them. They had one option left, sell the house, pay off the mortgage, and give me what they owed. But even that wasn't enough. Then I got the audit I asked for. Mortgage, $78,000. Dad's car loan, $15,000. Jessica's wedding, $22,000. Ethan's college, $36,000. Family emergencies, $51,000. Total, $202,000. I sent the list to our family group chat with one message. I want it all. Every cent. That's when everything exploded. Dad called. You've lost your mind. Where do you expect us to get that kind of money? Sell the house. Sell your cars. I don't care. You owe me. You're going to destroy us, Tim. No. I'm just taking back what's mine. Jessica texted. You're so selfish. Mom's sobbing. Dad looks sick. Are you happy? Pay up, Jessica. Or don't. But I'm done. Then Mom called, crying. Tim, we can't pay you $22,000. We don't have it. Then sell something. Get a job. Do what I did for years. I paid for everything. Now it's your turn. Weeks passed. My lawyer kept me updated. They put the house up for sale, trying to sell it fast. But the market was slow, and the money they would get wasn't enough to pay off the mortgage and what they owed me. So they sold the cars. First Dad's SUV, then Mom's car, and finally Jessica's, the one I helped her buy. But it still wasn't enough. I thought they might give up. But they didn't. They went to relatives, asking for money, telling their own twisted version of the story. Tim turned his back on us. Tim is ruining our lives. Some people said no. A few gave them small amounts. Still not enough. Then Dad called. His voice sounded tired and rough. Tim, we sold the house. The cars. Even Mom's jewelry. And we still don't have all the money. Then keep selling. I want every dollar. He was quiet for a moment. Then he let out a bitter laugh. You're killing us. No. You did that when you treated me like an ATM. 2 days later, the money came through. $22,000. Every penny. I stared at the number. I felt satisfied, but also strangely empty. I had won. But what did I really win? Then a text from Jessica. You ruined everything. Mom's crying. Dad won't talk. We've got nothing. Are you proud? Yes. But they weren't finished. A message from Mom. Tim, we need to talk. You can't just walk away from your family. I didn't walk away. I took back what was mine. Family isn't about money, Tim. Maybe not for everyone. But it was for you. I blocked her. I blocked Dad. I blocked Jessica. Then I left the family group chat. For the first time, there was peace. Real silence. But not for them. Later, my lawyer emailed me. They were kicked out of the house. They couldn't pay rent. Couldn't get another loan. They were homeless. Broken. The same family that used me for years was now falling apart. And I felt nothing. No guilt. No sadness. Just freedom. For the first time in years, I wasn't anyone's backup plan. I was just me. Days passed quietly. My phone stopped buzzing. My mind stopped racing. No more waiting for another demand. I was just living. One night, a coworker asked if I wanted to go bowling. I hadn't been in years, but I said yes. The lights were bright. The music played softly. I felt calm. Free. Tim, you're up, someone called. I picked up the ball, aimed, and rolled. Strike. Nice one, Blake, a coworker laughed. I smiled, a real smile. Then I saw him, 2 lanes over. An older man, hunched over. Gray hair. Struggling to throw a ball. It went straight into the gutter. But I knew him. My father. My chest tightened. I thought about leaving. Pretending I didn't see him. But then he looked up. Our eyes met. He looked surprised. Embarrassed. Then, sad. He walked over, slowly, unsure. Tim, I didn't expect to see you here. I didn't think you'd want to. He looked at the empty lane beside him. Would you play around? I could have said no. But I didn't. I nodded. We bowled quietly. I hit strikes. He missed. Every roll reminded me how far apart we were now. We've lost everything, he said. The house. The cars. Your mom is staying with Jessica. We have nothing. I know. I always thought we'd be okay. I thought you'd always be there, because I used you. I did, he said, his voice cracking. I'm sorry. I failed you. I gave a short, bitter laugh. You think that fixes anything? No. But I had to say it. I pretended to be strong. But I wasn't. You were. And I hid behind you. His words felt heavy in the air. I tried so hard to be good enough for you, I said. But I was never more than your wallet. I know. He looked down. I was jealous. You were everything I wasn't. And I took from you because I didn't know how else to feel important. I felt a wave of anger, but then I looked at him. He wasn't the strong man I remembered. Just an old man, tired and broken. Why are you saying this now? Because I've got nothing left to hide behind. And because I'm proud of you, Tim. I should have told you that a long time ago. We stood in silence. The sound of pins crashing filled the air. I picked up the ball. Threw another strike. It felt like letting go. I'm not coming back, I said. I know. He reached out his hand. I waited. Then slowly, I shook it. His grip was weak. But it was real. I turned and walked away, the lights flashing behind me, the noise fading. I didn't look back. Outside, the air was cool. The city lights bright. I breathed deep. For once, I wasn't angry. I wasn't tied down. I was just free.